help fight climate change.
Thank you.
Is this something you've ever considered, going vegan?
I'm actually vegetarian.
You're vegetarian?
Yeah.
What would take you to transition to a vegan diet?
I don't know, honestly. What do
You don't
think
know?
would be a good one?
Just giving up your
Dairy
milk,
products?
all the dairy products, your eggs and whatnot.
I don't eat eggs anyway.
Just like dairy and cheese,
yeah,
eh?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, how about switching from dairy cheese to cashew cheese, or or almond cheese, or whatever those other nut cheeses are?
yeah.
Have you tried them, or?
I haven't tried them actually. I'll give them a shot. Why not?
Yeah, because the cruelty behind the dairy
Yeah,
industry, eh? Like they have them in the factory farms and whatnot, and so yeah, just give it up, eh? Okay, have a good one, eh?
You just
Come on, help fight climate change.
All right.
Have you ever considered going vegan?
No, not personally, but I like the alternatives.
You like the alternatives?
Yeah, I like the Beyond Meat burger and stuff like that. I think it's
Awesome, yeah.
good,
So,
good thing.
do you think that we can justify eating animal products, or?
Depends on how much the population grows.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like if we see like really exponential growth,
Yeah.
which we probably won't like here, because it's like studies have shown like in societies with higher education, population rates decrease.
Yeah.
So it might be manageable to an extent, but
Like that's from an environmental impact, right?
Yeah, environmental factor.
From an ethical impact, like can we morally justify taking the life of an animal that doesn't want to die?
I feel like ethically, if you did want to do it that way, it all depends. Like I'm all against like factory farming and stuff like that.
Right.
But I come from a long line of farmers, so when you have animals that are raised and live a long life, and then they provide food, and you can make them live happily, and then when their course is sort of run, you can put them down in a humane manner and provide sort of like a smaller scale. Then I think that's ethical.
So
but
is that what's happening in the world right now, where we just let them live out their lives?
No.
They're usually killed as babies, right?
Right now, yeah, the factory farming is a problem, but I feel like if we as a society can grow to address that, then it'd probably be a better scenario.
Okay, no, I totally understand where you're coming from. So veganism is not about animal welfare, like giving them a better life while they're here. It's saying animal liberation. Let them live out their lives.
Okay.
We don't need them, right? We can just eat plants. We don't need the animals. And if we wouldn't put down our dog after a long life so we could eat it, we shouldn't be able to do it to a pig or a cow or a chicken or a sheep, right? Because they have their own lives, they have their own families, right? And that's all we're saying, right?
Yeah, no, I see your opinion. I disagree to a little bit, but
Sure. What do you disagree with, if you don't mind me asking?
Just the comparison between pets and like farm animals.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that pets we have a more close bond, and you can get a close bond with like a cow or something like that too. But it's sort of different in the sense that we have places in the world where a good portion of their economy does come from that. And so in terms of economically, it's a little unfair to justify it that way. But with cows and stuff like that, I suppose that like you just kind of got to do what you have to do sometimes. And if it does supply like a place, and if it does feed your family in the long run, there should be nothing stopping you from that. And I suppose even with a dog too, if you had to kill a dog to feed your family, like that would just
Like a survival situation?
Yeah.
Are you in a survival situation?
No, I'm not.
So then, how do we justify it in a non-survival situation? I'm sure vegans would probably make that same choice as you, right? To kill an animal to live, but we live in this abundance world, right? Like there's grocery stores where we can just switch our hand from the meat to the Beyond Meat burger, right?
Yeah.
Every single night, and then an animal doesn't have to live a cruel life and die because we just wanted to have 5 minutes of pleasure. It's only 5 minutes to us. It's their whole life to them.
And that's where I was coming from with like the humanitarian way of sort of like putting it down without pain. And I do disagree with the factory farming sort of aspect of it. But I think like as a society, we will like see that shift eventually. There's been a lot of studies saying that humans will move away from meat. I don't think we're there yet, but I would.
How about yourself?
I would fight it.
How about yourself?
Right now, meat's cheaper than Beyond Meat right now. But like if I'm working towards getting a good job. That's why I'm here. If I could make that switch to everything, I'd see nothing.
So you're probably kind of on a tight budget as a student, right?
Yeah.
So the cheapest foods you can actually eat, what do you think like poor countries like Africa are eating?
Poor countries like Africa? I have no idea.
Vegetables.
Vegetables, yeah.
Beans and vegetables. You go to the grocery store and you're gonna spend like pennies on the dime, right? For beans as opposed to buying meat. So technically, if you want to save money, you should be eating a vegan diet.
Yeah, it is. It's
a whole foods plant-based diet.
A National Geographic study on this though, where it was like you can go and get like $5 of food worth from McDonald's, and that would feed your family more than $5 of vegetables. Because our grocery store here right now, there is a price gap. But
So personally, myself, I have 4 kids, and my wife and I. So there's 6 people in our family. We eat a whole foods plant-based diet, and we don't eat at any restaurants, any like fast food, anything like that. We just eat beans, the basics: potatoes, rice, corn, and we've actually dropped our bill by like $500.
Okay, that's.
And and then we also can say to ourselves that we're not participating in unnecessary violence towards animals, right?
Yeah.
We're not participating in a cruel system.
Yeah, that's fair. But I see where you're coming from. And
Yeah.
I know that a lot of families are like that, but the study was primarily done in America. I mean, you see impoverished families like that. It's just a choice where they have to make it. They don't have like the supplies and stuff like that to cook a meal every day, and they have to just kind of live end to end on fast food diet.
Do you have the supplies to cook a meal every day?
I personally don't, but I'm just giving like an example.
What would you not have access to?
Just like pans, cooking materials, stuff like that.
And do we have Canadian Tire for that?
We do, but like since I'm living in Red, it's just.
A little hot pot or stove top?
Actually, I guess like.
Yeah. Go get a stove pot, get a pan, and
Yeah, I don't know, but like I do disagree to an extent just because it's like.
I think you're a very open-minded guy, man. And I think you are vegan on the inside because you are against factory farming. The only thing is I want you to extend your circle of compassion to all animals in your everyday life. If you wouldn't do it to a dog, you shouldn't do it to a pig or a sheep, man.
Yeah.
You'll learn a lot. There's lots of stuff in there for to read about, eh? Hey, what was your name?
Steven?
Adam.
Adam, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Steven. Good talk.